J.P.BBQ here, doing another video this weekend, and I'm going to be smoking a brisket for a couple of friends of mine for tomorrow, but I got to start getting it prepped up today. I'm going to be smoking a USDA Prime brisket, and we're going to be doing it Texas style. Now, when you do brisket Texas style, there's only 3 ingredients that go with it. Number 1, obviously you gotta have brisket, and I highly recommend always try to find you some USDA Prime. The other thing that goes with Texas brisket, there's only 2 things. Number 1, coarse pepper, okay, and you can pick this up just about anywhere in your supermarket, and also some salt, you know, and kosher salt is really good salt. You want the big crystallized type salt, especially for a big piece of meat. So let me show you what this brisket looks like. Okay, here's my brisket. It's roughly almost 11 pounds of USDA Prime. Now, if I get in right here, I'm on the top side on the fat cap. You can see that this USDA Prime is very marbleized, okay, and this is going to be a very nice cut of meat. And again, kosher salt and black pepper. And one more thing, okay, that I forgot to mention. I want to show you guys this little tube smoker I got. This is a Kaduf Tube Smoker. Works marvelous. You fill it up with your favorite pellets, okay, and you just light it on fire, and it gives you that extra smoke, you know, that you're looking for inside of your meat. You know, I'm going to be using probably some apple wood. You know, apple always goes good with brisket. If not apple, I'll probably be using some hickory for this smoke. But besides that, that's it, guys. Kosher salt, coarse black pepper, prime brisket, okay, and then my Kaduf pellet smoker, okay. But besides that, let me show you how we trim up this brisket. Okay, here we go. As I look at this brisket really is not that bad. The butcher did a really good job trimming it up. Got a little bit of fat here that we're gonna take off with our knife, and obviously we're gonna take this portion out of it. And on the back side, you got this one hunk of fat that they call the deco. That's gotta come out, but besides the rest of this stuff, is really not too bad, okay? So the way I like to do it, come in here and just get this hard fat out, because it doesn't really render into anything useful. It's just fat, hard fat at that. Okay, so we're gonna trim this brisket up, try to get as much of this fat off as possible. That way it'll smoke a little bit faster as well. Okay, and we'll get in here and, oh yeah, there we go. Just get in there and cut that portion of fat out of there. Yeah, there it is. You see that right there? That's nothing. That's just hard lard. Okay, you can't render nothing out of that. Okay, so that goes to the trash. And let me see if I can get a little bit more out of here. And I think that might be good for this side. Oh yeah, there we go. Right here, this section where I'm cutting this fat, this is where the 2 muscles on this brisket come together. You got what's called the point, which is the much juicier fat. You got more fat on this side. This is what they call the point. And down here on the bottom, this is what they call the flat. And these 2 muscles come together, and this fat that's right in the middle can get sometimes pretty hard. But I think we're gonna be good right there. And trim some of that off. Okay. And, oh yeah. Okay. Let me flip it over. That way we can try to get some of this on this side. got quite a bit on here. So you don't want to take too much of it, because some of this fat you do want it to render down into the meat. That's where you get all your nice flavorful juices, but we'll take as much off as we can without getting too deep into the meat. Okay, and I think as far as that's concerned, that might be good enough right there for this portion of the brisket. Okay, see if we can get, yeah, we want to leave just a little bit. You do want to leave some on the flat, because the flat will tend to dry up a little bit faster than the rest of the brisket. If you take too much fat off, then you'll end up with some dry portions of brisket, and nobody likes dry brisket. I think that might be good enough right there. I'm not sure. Yeah, this is kind of like a little, almost looks like a little bit piece of skirt meat, maybe left over from the rib. I'm gonna leave that on there because, you know, that'd be good. For trimming this brisket, you know, you can still keep poking at it all day long until you're down to about nothing, but it's good. It's good right there. We got plenty of the hard fat off of it. We trimmed it up best we can, and now what we're going to do, I'm going to move it over into this other container, and we're going to start to season it with just salt and pepper. I like these containers because all the seasoning can stay in it, you know, and have no trouble, you know, with spilling on the floor and stuff like that. So what you want to do is apply a generous portion of salt. This is a big piece of meat, and this meat can take it. It's got no problem. You know, you can put nice generous amount of salt on it and you'll be okay. I've had brisket that's been a little bit too salty, but I think what happens is people just save their brisket and then they season it up some more, and then it just becomes way too salty. Okay, so we're gonna put a nice layer of salt on here. Okay, and then tomorrow we're gonna smoke this piece of meat and take it out to some friends. Okay, but besides that, that's really about it. Oh yeah, look at that, man. Pepper, I like pepper. That's it. Salt and pepper, Texas style brisket. That's all it needs. Okay, and again, you want to put a nice generous portion on it, because this pepper's gonna render in with the salt and the fats, and it's gonna give it that nice flavor, and then it's gonna bark up really nice as well. So okay, and when we smoke our meat, we always smoke it with the fat cap up. Okay, because as the fats are rendering, you want that fat to just penetrate further into the meat. Okay, and we're gonna cover this up, get all the sides. Okay, and that's really about it. Good enough. Okay, all right, so cover it up, goes in the fridge, and tomorrow morning, bright early, we're gonna start smoking this nice piece of meat. But besides that, you guys stay tuned. Okay, I'll show you what the smoking process looks like. Let me show you what this brisket looks like so far. Got it seasoned up and seasoning in the fridge all day long. Got the smoker fired up. I'm gonna be using some hickory style pellets, and I'm going to be using the Kaduf Tube Smoker, you know, to smoke this brisket. So I got my smoker set at 250, and I'm probably looking at about a good 6 or 7 hours for for a good smoke. But besides that, let me show you what this brisket looks like. Okay, here's the temperature probe that I'm going to be using. I really like this this product, thermal probe. Right now the current temperature outside is 67 degrees, but this is really all you need to put into the meat, just that little piece. The temperature probe is really just right here on the tip, and I like it because it's wireless. You know, I can plug it in and go inside the house and not worry about it. I can watch the temperature from inside the house. But anyway, here's what she looks like, and I'm probably looking for something right around where the meatiest part is at. So I'm just gonna put it right here. We're gonna put this in the smoker and just watch it for the next few hours. Okay, you guys stay tuned. Okay, I'm gonna put my Kaduf. Okay, and okay. All right, and that's it. So now it's just a matter of watching it over time. You guys stay tuned. I'll show you what this brisket looks like. Hey guys, J.P.BBQ here. Been smoking this brisket all night long, and I just wanted to show you what it looks like. Come down and check it out. Okay, look at this. Look how, you know, when you get a reaction like this from the point and the flat, you know your brisket is ready to go. And look at this beautiful color that it took. Nice dark bark. So we're gonna cut into this and see what it looks like. Okay, so there is our first slice. Oh my goodness, man, you want to talk about some juices. Oh yeah, nice. Look at that. That is such a beautiful doneness to it. I don't know what else to call it, but you know, you can see the juices, you know, just took on a nice color as well. So hopefully the guys like this this brisket that I did for them today. But besides that, that's what we got going on today. We're cutting up some brisket, and we're gonna take it out to, you know, a few friends of ours, and hopefully they enjoy it. But besides that, I appreciate you guys watching my channel. If you get a chance, read through the descriptions and give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks.